Salon Street, Dwayne Buffett Bay. It's about 3:10 and I'm off work now. It is, see, I'm leaving and I changed back into my clothes. It's August 12th, 2022. And I'm a little tired, but I'm okay. Let's see. Today was an okay day. It's holy day. May you have a loving holy day. It's Friday. Get to see how the room smells. I hope it smells so good. Because, I hope I didn't leave my cup. I just thought about that now. It was a forced, it was an experienced thought. I left my cup last time, so I experienced a thought that maybe I might have left my cup again. I experienced the thought. Anyway, it's great to be able to say that. Because I didn't ask for the thought to come about, so it was forced. Islam, the wavelength. Anyway, but you, on the other hand, if you want to send me anything, I receive it and I accept it, and I'm very thankful. And I'm happy if you do. So, Sheik Dwayne Buffett Bay. So anyway, just a little while ago, it was so odd. Right about 2:50 p.m. Let me cross the road. Okay, about 2:50 p.m. It's like we had a little rush of people, customers at Burger King, and James was on the floor, and I said, okay, Minnie was doing the fries, and I went to step forward to do the fries. Right before that, if I remember correctly, a customer was asking me about Janelle, one of the owners of Burger King, and she said, "Have I seen her?" I said, "Is she here?" She said, "Is she here?" I said, "I don't know if she's here. I haven't seen her today. I don't know if she's here." Then she said, she was asking me about, in a way of asking about, has she recovered or is she okay? And I just sort of, I stopped. I said, excuse me. Well, I just said, I wouldn't be able to tell you anything like that about her. She said, "Do you know who I'm talking?" I said, "Yes, Janelle, owner." Imani is up there walking. He must be tired. Anyway, he must have just got off. I said, "But if you want to speak to a manager about about her, you can. I could see if you want to speak to her and see what they can tell you." And anyway, Mindy, one of my coworkers, the pale skin, I had prepared fries. She started cursing. She said, "Take F-U-E." Because I was just next to her preparing fries. So I don't know if she was talking to me about me. And she didn't say Rhonda, but she was like taking F-U-C-K-I-N-G long to prepare fries. It's on the front line. And anyway, I just got back next to her again. And I told James after the customer, I said, "James, the customer was asking me about Janelle." This is on the front line. He was at the drive-thru. And then I stood next to Mindy. Mindy is pale skin. What I do is a lot of times if I touch fries or if there's a trash can over. Sometimes little things are what do you want to call it? What's the word? over, or just a little piece of paper on the front counter. And so there's a trash can right there on the other side of the fry station. It's a huge trash can with a cooks use. And I usually call out trash to demonstrate that I'm not putting the fries back in the bin. I'm throwing them in the trash, and I make sure they go in the trash can. There is another trash can about 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 steps away. So that's what I usually do. I can't tell you how many times I do it, but I do it a lot. Or sometimes just say it in my mind. But then I thought about the reason why I say that is because I don't want customers to think that I'm putting something back into the fry bin, like a little piece of paper, or if the fries were outside the bin, I pick them up and put them inside the bin, so I just throw them in the trash instead of putting them back in the bin. And I usually say trash, yeah. So, or placing in the trash can. So many is pale skin, and because that word trash can be misconstrued as derogatory or some form of a slur that's inappropriate, especially towards those that are considered to be pale skin, or some that would like to call themselves white and don't have much money or status or class, or maybe they live in a project or anything like that. Nonetheless, I don't know where Mindy lived. I don't know how well she lived. I don't know her financial background. Now I don't know much about how much money she has or anything like that. But I don't want her to think that when I say trash, 'cause I've been saying trash for a very, very, very long time, that I'm referring to her, especially now. So when I say now, because of so much confusion and odd behavior that I've so I told her when I stood back next to her, I said, Mindy, I apologize. I heard you get a little irritated because this is not the first time she cursed. I mean, on the front line, and I've heard her curse. I wasn't. The lady was asking me. A customer was asking me about Janelle. She's like, who? I said, Janelle. She's like, who? I said, Janelle, one of the owners. Janelle. She's like, and I wasn't irritated. We were okay. We're fine. And I was like, okay. So anyway, that's why. Because that was odd, and then some other odd things. But I just made it clear that because I didn't want her, and I said because I say trash all the time, and then I didn't elaborate on the word trash with her, but when she said that we're okay, we fine. It's like it was like she never said F-U-C-K. She's taking a long time to do fries, so I didn't elaborate, and she has never questioned me about saying trash, but I just didn't want it to seem as though I was biting back, because definitely after I stood next to her to prepare fries and I walked away, that's when she started to curse. It could be assumed that she was talking about me, but it doesn't mean she was, but that's what it could assume. So I didn't want it to seem as though when I threw the fries in the trash that I was responding to her cursing, if I thought it was cursing about me taking a long time to do fries. So I think that's all that needs to be said. I think this is the important part of standing in the spirit of truth with wisdom. Because when you speak the spirit of truth and natural laws, yes, you can be manipulated in spiritual possession of mental thoughts. You can. The spirit world is real, right? She went back to the Bay. But there's something about natural divine laws and proclaiming that you are a naturalized divine being and you are implementing natural divine laws. It's not just something, I know what it is. In this day and time, many people speak about magic. But it seems as though a lot of spirits or people are on a low level in thoughts in reference to magic. They truly have no idea. It's like a lot of focus on trying to harm someone, as though that's supposed to give somebody power. Because I think masses of people are feeling the bondage. They're feeling that chain around their neck, and they feeling that those chains on their wrist, and they feeling the chains on their ankles. That's what's going on. So, you know, you have people with nice cars and nice homes, and they feeling that chain around. They feeling that chain around their neck, and they feeling those chains on them. So then you have a government that's encouraging some form of magic as though it's a form of power. So it's like, we're going to give you a fake form of power to show what you can do. But it's really, they're really not powerful, because they're not in the spirit of freedom, and because they're not in natural divine laws, natural divine laws being naturalized, cosmic laws, which organic, I'm going to say organic because organic is natural. So I think that is one of the major issues with masses of people in reference to doing magic, or like I was telling you, some Spanish speaking, like look to be from Mexico or South Central America. And then you have the African American black Negro, the pale skin, the yelling 33. But yet, if you study them spiritually, if you have a spiritual eye, you can see that chain around their neck. You can see those chains on their wrists. You can see those chains on those ankles. And so you know that there are many that yell 33 Mason. They can be definitely pale skin. Some that want to refer to themselves as white, African American, black Negro, those that look mongoloid. And so that is the difference. That is the true difference. You can definitely see spiritually those chains, and they know that which in the spirit of truth know exactly what I'm talking about. That is a huge difference in reference to Moors who are implementing natural laws, and those who are not Moors, who don't consider them Moors. Let me walk in the right place. Those who are not considered Moors, they don't call themselves Moors, but they are in natural law. They implementing the organic instrument, that the U.S.A. Constitution of 1787, 13th Amendment with 20 sections, and all four of Abraham Lincoln's proclamations to the best of their ability. That is a really huge difference. Thank you for stopping. That is the huge difference, a big difference. Because with a spiritual eye, you can definitely see those chains on them. And those chains are real. It is no doubt about it. So how can a man be a man? How can a man be a man if the man is not free? How can a woman be a woman if the woman is not free?